Peter Henry here, and I'm going to talk about something that's a little bit funny. Just earlier, I was working on a different video, and it was about take number 3 that I was into it, and it just wasn't quite coming out the way I'd want to. I'd stumble over it, or I'd let myself get distracted by my cats, walk away for a minute, just completely blooper it up, you know? And I kind of thought to myself, well, you know what? This idea feels really succinct. It feels really good. Why can't I let it come out? And maybe it's not the right time for it. Maybe it's not quite there yet, and it feels really good. You know, like when you're baking a pizza and you yank it out of the oven like 2 minutes too soon. It's not quite golden brown. It doesn't have that same succinct crunch. That's kind of where my idea was at. So I decided to leave it and do a different video instead. And so this video I'm going to talk about something that we all do quite a bit. Some of us more, some of us less, and some of us don't do it all. And we've grown out of, and kudos to those. And that's trying too hard. And we're all victims of it. We all put ourselves out there on something that we try a little bit too much on. And I felt like that's what I was doing with that previous video. I was trying to get it just right. I was banging it out. I was trying to recite it, maybe change up my tone and all that stuff. And I wasn't actually doing it. I wasn't actually putting it out there. I was trying to put it out there. And that's the difference. And what a lot of people don't understand about trying too hard, or what that really means, is that trying is itself an action as is doing. It's a state as well. So doing and being are separate mental states, energetic states, and so is trying. And it's this very funny state that makes you feel like you're putting in a lot of work, makes you feel like you're putting in a lot of effort. But then after a certain amount of time, you realize you're actually nowhere closer to your goal. And that's how frustration happens. And so my advice to you, really quite simply, is to stop trying. And what I mean by that, and why I say stop trying, is not just be apathetic, not just be, completely detached and completely uncaring about the world around you. That's not going to get you anywhere either. Apathy is absolutely not cool. However, what I mean by stop trying and don't try is this. The pursuit of a positive experience is itself a negative experience. The acceptance of having a negative experience is itself a positive one. And I'll let you unpretzel your mind a little bit around that one. But it's very, very true. That's actually the mental shift, the very first mental shift that allowed me to change my body for good. At one point, I weighed over 300 pounds, and I was at about 48% body fat. Now, typically you'd think, holy shit, I just want to lose this weight as quickly as possible. I need to lose it. I need to go. I need to get going. Let's do this. And I'd work out really hard and run really hard and diet really hard and just do everything really hard. And that got me fucking nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. It got me poorer. Spent so much money on supplements, on health food, on all kinds of things, gym memberships. Got me frustrated, got me tired, and it got me stressed out. But you know what it didn't get me? Any closer to my goals. What actually shifted was when I looked in the fucking mirror and I saw all those layers of fat, all the body that I didn't want to see. And I said, you know what, man? I love you. I love you anyway. You get up in the morning, you're trying to change, you're trying to do the right thing, you're learning. This is awesome. You're going to the gym because you deserve it. You're going to eat right because you deserve it. Not because you have to look better for anyone else. Not because you have to try to fit into their unrealistic, bullshit aesthetic expectations. You're doing this one for you. Then I gave myself a big fucking hug, just like this. Put a smile on my face. Opened the door and walked out and went to the gym. And I had a great workout. And I did that again. And again. And again. Every damn day. And I'll tell you one thing. It worked. That week I lost 7 pounds. Then I kept going. And I started doing things like meditating. And I started doing things like letting myself eat some potatoes every now and again. Then I started doing things like, you know what? I'm not going to shame myself for eating this food. I'm not going to feel guilty in my mind. Like, if you put a tape recorder to your brain and played out how you fucking talk to yourself, you would never hang out with you. You would probably run the other direction or punch you in the face. Yet, we do this shit to ourselves all the damn time. We always think we're not fucking enough. We're not good enough. We're not good looking enough. We're not rich enough. We're not social enough. We're not smart enough. Do the things we want and live the life that we were fucking entitled to have. It is our birthright to feel victorious, not a goddamn privilege. We weren't here just to fucking pay bills and die. We weren't here just to struggle and find mediocrity. That's not what the fuck we were here for. We were here to be fucking great. We were here to stand up and put ourselves out there. And yes, it's vulnerable. Yes, it's fucking scary, but we're here to stand up for something. Own it. Take a position. Go out there. Because when you do that, that's when you attract what the heck you want in your life. And to do that and to get there, you have to start by accepting yourself right here, right in this present moment. And give yourself a big fucking high five. Give yourself some love that you are here, that you've made it this far, that you've survived 100% of the fucking shitty things that have happened to you. You're a goddamn champion. And it's okay to carry yourself like one. And that's how you stop trying and start being. Start doing. Because when you just be, and you live here in the moment, and you love yourself in the moment, that's when you start becoming. And then after some time, you have became, and you'll become victorious. Thank you so much for listening. To all those struggling out there, changing their lives, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and keep telling yourself that you're fucking amazing, and you're going to find it. And that's the difference. And if you know what, you realize that what you're doing is for someone else, either society, or your spouse, or maybe even your own ego, stop. Because you don't need it. Peter Henry out.